Welcome to week 2 of the Atlanta Falcons franchise, as we are in a rainy Ohio to take on the Cincinnati Bengals and the Falcons' first road game of the year. The Falcons last week defeated the Saints in a comeback victory, but it is about time to kick off here from a rainy Paul Brown Stadium. Kick is out and we are underway for week 2 of the NFL season. Devin Hester back to return. He cuts to the right side and he is brought down at the 22-yard line as the Falcons will take the field for the first time today. Matt Ryan leads them out on the field, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception last week. A nice performance against the Saints. First play of the day is a give to Steven Jackson. He comes into today's game with 114 yards rushing and he adds 9 more to that total. Now working from the gun, Matt Ryan dropping back, and he throws to Julio Jones, somehow fit it past Pac-Man Jones, and that gives the Falcons a first down. First and 10 for the Falcons. Steven Jackson still in the backfield, handoff to him once more, and he goes straight up the gut and picks up 5 yards. So working from the shotgun, Steven Jackson still in the game, throwing across the middle to Julio Jones, as he appears to be Matt Ryan's favorite target so far this year, as we only have a combined 8 catches from our other running backs. Antone Smith comes in the game and he is brought down by George Iloka, a loss of 4. Devontae Freeman in the game now, and he runs to the right side and he is met and picks up what Smith lost. Third and 10 for the Falcons, trips left, Pasco is the tight end, and we go across the middle and that is nearly intercepted by Vincent Ray, intended for Harry Douglas, and we will now be forced to punt. Matt Bosher set to punt, kick is away, and Giovanni Bernard is back to return it. He breaks off one tackle trying to get to the outside. He has some room to run, breaks another, and he is brought down by the punter. He had a lot of green ahead of him, but he was brought down. So Andy Dalton coming into the game now for the first time. 3 touchdowns for him. Only completed 50% of his passes, but they did beat the Ravens, so it was a productive performance from him. Dalton steps up in the pocket, finds his tight end Eifert, and he fights and picks up the first down. Dalton's first completion of the day. Now Giovanni Bernard in the backfield, draw a play to him. He slips a little, and he is brought down in the backfield by Prince Shimbo, the rookie out of Notre Dame. Now back to the ground, Jeremy Hill this time on a draw play, and he picks up 7. He is another rookie, and he is out of LSU. Empty set for Dalton. He drops back across the middle to AJ Green, as this is a battle of 2 of the top receivers in all of the NFL. But now Giovanni Bernard back in the game. Handoff to him. He bounces off one of his linemen, but he is brought down to the backfield by Desmond Trufant. Now Giovanni Bernard still in the game. Dalton dropping back, scanning the field. He's looking, has a lot of time, no pressure getting there, and he lobs it up, and the pick is dropped by Desmond Southward, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But Nugent on to kick the field goal. Kick is away, and it bounces off the goalpost. His first miss of the year. Falcons take back over Antone Smith in game, going with the screen pass to him, and he is brought down to the backfield by Adam Pac-Man Jones. Slow start for this offense so far today. Steven Jackson takes over again, and he only gets back to what Antone Smith lost. Another 3rd and long for Ryan in the offense. Trips to the right. He goes outside, and the pass is nearly intercepted. Caught out of bounds, however, and the Cincinnati Bengals will take back over on offense. Our defense has played well as we're nearing the end of the first quarter. AJ Green on the slant. He has a lot of room to run. One man in pursuit is Shimbo, and touchdown Bengals. Just as I praise our defense, they give up a huge play to AJ Green, but we'll try and get back at them with a return from Devin Hester. He tries to break it to the outside. He has a little bit of room to run to the 45 and pushed out of bounds. Matt Ryan in the pistol now, 2 tight ends to the left, going with a counter play to the outside, and Steven Jackson is not able to get anywhere as he is averaging less than 3 yards per carry after a great game last week. But Harry Douglas this time on a post, and he's in open field, and that is a touchdown as we answer back very quickly, as we are now going to get a second look at this play. Harry Douglas breaks a tackle from Jones, and then it is just off to the races, as he gets tackled, but he is tackled in the end zone. So now tied at 7, Gio Bernard back in the game, and he goes up the right side for a gain of 4. Offset I for the Bengals. Dalton drops back, going with a swing pass to Bernard, and he is hit hard and brought down as he loses a couple on that play, brought down by Joe Plubartu. But Dalton from the shotgun, 3rd and medium, passes it. That's Sanu, and we'll have to see if he got it. It was definitely close, and he got the first down. So now shotgun once more. Dalton scanning the field. He goes outside and intercepted by Josh Wilson. His first interception on the year. Our defense forced a couple of turnovers last week. We'll have to be able to see if we can capitalize on this one. Going on the ground to Steven Jackson, and he is not able to get anywhere. Once again, you can see he's averaging under 3 yards per carry. Averaged 6 last week, but now bunch set going to the outside for Devin Hester. Tries to make a man miss, but he is able to pick up the first down. At the 44-yard line, we did not get the first down, and then Patrick DeMarco on the ground. He is able to pick it up, gains only 2, but that is also enough for the first down. So now I formation going the power, and Steven Jackson showing you his lack of burst. He only gains 1. Bengals showing blitz, quick throw to Roddy White. He only had 1 catch last week. That is already his 2nd on the day. So Matt Ryan with the ball, handoff to Steven Jackson, and he goes up the gut. A better run this time as he's able to pick up 5 yards. Bunch set once more for the Falcons. Ryan drops back. Quick throw, fits that one in somehow to Julio Jones. His 2nd dangerous pass, but they worked out. So now trips to the left. Ryan dropping back, going across the middle to Roddy White, and that is a completion as we are driving down the field very well. Under 4 minutes now. 2nd and goal, handoff to Devontae Freeman, and he is hit hard, but inside of the 5-yard line now. Once more from a pistol set, and Matt Ryan is sacked by Vincent Ray. Already 5 tackles on the day, so Matt Bryant will come out for the field goal to give the Falcons the 3-point lead. Just over 2 minutes left in the first half. Dalton under center, hands off to Bernard. He has some room to run. He is met by Dwight Lowry, as that should take us to the 2-minute warning. So now at the 2-minute warning, Eifert is your tight end. Dalton dropping back, scans the field across the middle, finds AJ Green on a long pass play, and that puts them in Falcon territory. So Dalton dropping back once more, this time a quick throw to Bernard, and he is not able to get really anywhere. Is now on 2nd and 5, 4-man front. Dalton dropping back, has a man, and that is Sanu, and the Bengals are trying to drive, get some points on the board before halftime. So 4 wide set for the Bengals. Dalton dropping back, dumps it off once more to Giovanni Bernard, and he gets it, and it is now 1st and goal as the Bengals will use their first time out of the half. Under center, Jeremy Hill now in the game, and Dalton looking, no pressure once more, and Eifert is in the end zone. 14-10, Bengals take the lead once more. So that will end up taking us into halftime. We are down by 4 points. Overall, we've played well, minus a couple of big plays. This has been a very defense-dominated game, but it's about time to start the second half. Second half now underway, 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Pressure coming. Dalton somehow gets that pass away, and he connects with his #1 target, AJ Green. After 9 sacks from this defense last week, we still do not have one on the day, but outside, and that is caught by Mohamed Sanu as Dalton is nearing 200 yards passing on the day. Trips left, handoff to Bernard. He goes straight up the middle, and he is met and brought down by the 2nd-year cornerback, Robert Alford. Under center, handoff to Jeremy Hill. He fights and breaks 1 tackle, but is brought down by Bartu. Jeremy Hill being a nice spell back for the Cincinnati Bengals, but Dalton dropping back across the outside, and he finds AJ Green, and he is pushed out of bounds, but able to pick up the first down. So now going with a full house under center, Bernard slipping, and he falls down with a lot of room to run. And now under center, Eifert to your right, dropping back and fires to the flat for Marvin Jones, who makes it goal to go for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now goal to go from the 7 on 2nd down. Dalton outside, and he has his man Jones, the recently signed fullback, gets into the end zone, and that now gives the Cincinnati Bengals a 2-possession lead. Going back to the ground once more, Steven Jackson still not able to find anything, as he is now averaging just over 2 yards per carry as that average continues to go down. Now Jackson once more has room to run, but he hits his own lineman and he is not really able to get anywhere. But now it is 3rd and short, offset I. Going to the ground once more for Steven Jackson. He breaks one tackle and picks up the first down. We'll get a second look at that play. Steven Jackson met in the backfield, but he's able to bounce off that one before being brought down by Devin Still. So Ryan dropping back outside, has his man in Julio Jones, who's continuing his hot streak. Really our only productive player on offense. Pistol giving off to Devontae Freeman. He runs into his lineman again, bounces off a couple of players, but he is not able to get anywhere as he doesn't even gain a yard. Freeman still in the game, now this time right up the gut, and he is brought down after a gain of 6. Over 10 yards rushing now. That's an accomplishment. Pistol set once more, 3rd down. Across the middle, and Matt Ryan misses the wide open Julio Jones. And we will try for a 61-yard field goal. Kick is up, and I didn't get all of it, and we would miss, just trying to get something going. And now the Bengals take over in good field position. Giovanni Bernard bounces it to the outside, and he is brought down by William Moore, who's a little slow to get up. Jeremy Hill comes into the game now. Dalton to the outside. Eifert has to go up to get that pass, and he is met by a couple of Falcons tacklers. So 3rd and medium, Giovanni Bernard back in the game. Dalton dropping back, scanning the field, no pressure coming, and he finds his man AJ Green, the guy who will never pretty much drop the ball, and that will end up taking us to the 4th quarter. So far in this game, the Bengals have scored a touchdown in every quarter. If they continue that pace, which it looked like they will, then we are in trouble, as they are now just outside of the 5-yard line. Man in motion is Jones, going back to the ground for Bernard. Man out there, and what was that? Dwight Lowry just whiffed on the tackle and allowed Bernard to get into the end zone. Still going to the ground game, trying to get something going, and Steven Jackson still fighting, as he has just not performed very well. Next week we play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home on Thursday Night Football. Now Matt Ryan dropping back, going with a screen pass to Antone Smith. He's trying to make a lot of moves in the backfield. You just got to cut up field right there, and he ends up losing yards. So now 3rd and 9, Matt Ryan dropping back, pressure coming, and he is brought down to the 10-yard line by Geno Atkins, one of the top defensive linemen in the NFL. Gio Bernard on the ground once more. Bengals just need to run the clock now, and he appears to be hurt right there. Not really sure what that was, but Jeremy Hill now in the game, as the Bengals are doing a great job of mixing up the running attack, as they do have a pure speed guy and then a power guy to match up. Only one high safety, handoff to Hill, southward, misses that tackle, and that will be a 1st down, as the Bengals are now in the red zone. Dalton dropping back, scanning the field, no pressure once more, finally gets there, and that is Stanley Maponga, his 1st sack on the year, and our 1st sack of the day. So offset I, Green in motion, Dalton drops back, scanning the field, no pressure once more, finally gets it off to AJ Green, and he picks up about what was lost and a little more. You can see we came to the day ranked number 1 in sacks, but we only have 1 today. Now on a slant route to Sanu, and he is brought down to the 1-yard line. We'll have to see. This is probably power versus power now. Twin tight end set, and Dalton will go with the throw, and he throws it out of the back of the end zone as the pressure was coming, and it is now 3rd and goal from the 1. One tight end in the game, handoff to Bernard, and touchdown Cincinnati. This game is now pretty much out of hand. Just over 5 minutes left, down by 25 points. And to make it worse, Vincent Ray comes up with his 2nd sack of the day. 5-wide set for the Falcons, going outside for Roddy White, and he is not able to get anywhere to bring up 3rd and a mile. Ryan pressure coming, and he finds Steven Jackson, but that is not nearly enough, and we will end up just punting the ball, trying to get out of here as fast as we can. The Falcons would go on to lose the game 35-10, a very disheartening loss after beating the Saints in pretty dominating fashion. The Saints got up big early, but the Falcons really dominated the 2nd quarter and on. scoring at one point 24 straight points. But the Bengals, they were just consistent all day, 7 points in each quarter through the third, and then put up 14 in the fourth. And when your offense isn't clicking like ours wasn't, it's very hard to do anything. Matt Ryan struggled, no passes were really working, and our running game was just completely stagnant. Our defense played pretty well overall, but they finally just in the fourth quarter gave it all up. Giving up a touchdown per quarter is not terrible football, especially for this defense. But next week we're taking on division rival and 0-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll have to see if we can bounce back, as there are only 7 undefeated teams left. There are 3 1-1 teams in the NFC South, so it is a 3-way tie so far. But we have the tiebreaker over the New Orleans Saints. And Mike Glennon has a broken thumb, so he will be out for this game. But I hope you did enjoy. Leave your comments on the game down below, because I'm out.